Mic checker, chicka chicka chicka. It's not son, baby. Yeah, a one time, baby. What for your mind, baby? Yeah, we gon' shine, baby. And what we do, we gon' grind, baby. Yeah, what? And this is another episode, so Swingers After Dark. And this is your host, not son, baby. Here we go. I see a lot of dudes on social media, particularly on Facebook. They say stuff like, they don't want to date or be involved with a woman who's on social media. She has a heavy presence on social media, particularly Facebook. She may be on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or whatever the case. She's on social media and she checks her phone all the time. And they think that because, a woman may cheat. They figure, well, since she has these options and access to a lot of dudes, she may get a creep on. She's going to cheat. But that's flawed logic. Whether a woman is online or offline, she's going to cheat regardless. Because guess what? If she's not online, then a lot of dudes are going to try to talk to her on the street, at the grocery store, at church, at the dentist, at the doctor's. You feel me? Like, she could be in the middle of surgery and the fucking doctor is going to slip his number to her. A woman get catcalled and hollered at all the time. She could be at the laundromat, the grocery store. She could be at church, at a wedding, at a funeral. It doesn't matter. She's going to get hollered at. So if a woman is going to cheat on you, she doesn't need social media. And it's like you thinking like a guy because you figured that, online pussy is easy. All you have to do is slide in the DMs and the inbox and, spit your game and voila, you're in the panties. But you're thinking like a dude, you're a hunter. Men, for the most part, are wired to be hunters. So you figure, just because I have these options and access to multiple women, I don't want my woman to have the same options and accessibility that I have. And once again, that's flawed logic because one thing about women, if they find something that they're comfortable with, a situation or a man or a relationship, it don't even have to be or. If she finds love, true love, if she wants to be with you, she's planning her future with you, she doesn't want to fuck that up. Because starting over again for a woman, especially when she reaches a certain age, is an excruciating process. She doesn't want to go through the process of getting to know a new person again. A lot of women, they don't want to go through that. So if a woman really digs you, she really likes you, she really loves you, she really respects you, and she sees a future with you, she's not going to fuck that up unless she's a fucking bird brain. And you wouldn't want to be with a chick of that caliber anyway. So just because, a lot of dudes try to holler at your chick, that doesn't mean that she's going to take the bait. Because a woman, she doesn't want to leave something that's solid for something that's iffy, for something that's whimsical. And 9.999 out of 10 times, a woman already knows that a dude is in her inbox or DMs just to fuck. So she's not tripping on that. She's not going to leave a sure thing for a wrong thing, or for I don't know what the fuck this is, So listen, I'm a type of dude, I love when dudes test my game. I love when dudes try to holler at my chick because that lets me know how strong my hold is in a relationship. Not necessarily on her, on some slave shit, but how strong our bond is. You understand me? Like, I want to know that if she's really with me. Now, when I say, I don't have a problem with dudes inboxing or DMing my woman, that's not me saying that, a dude should be disrespectful or that gives him the green light. Me saying that is that, I don't have to trip about random dudes going in her inbox because I already know that she's with me. Now, if I know this dude and I'm familiar with him and he's familiar with me and he goes in my inbox, or not in my inbox, in my chick's inbox, my main squeeze inbox, my queen inbox, that's disrespectful. You violating because you know that she's spoken for, and because you want to be a creep and you're thinking with your dick, all common sense is thrown out the window. And then you wonder why motherfuckers get slapped. You feel me? And you wonder why they get punched in the mouth. Because a lot of dudes, they have no parameters. They have no principles. You know, they have no code. But that's a whole nother discussion. You know, if a woman is on social media, it's not what she does, it's how she goes about doing it. You know, she may be on social media because she's an entrepreneur. She may be on social media to catch up on old friends or to interact with family. She may be on social media to, you know, escape reality. You know, social media is like a place where she could just relax without going outside, without going to the club, without going to the lounge. You know, everybody's not on social media looking for sex. And that's why I think you're thinking like a man when you say that you do not want your woman on social media because you think that she's going to cheat on you. But if you're doing what you're supposed to do as a man, you wouldn't have to worry about it. And even if she's a fucked up individual, even if she's a scandalous broad, you still functioning in your manhood to make sure that your woman doesn't have to ask for anything because you holding her down regardless. And if she still fucks you over, don't be like one of them dudes who say, well, you know, I'm not gonna give the next chick too much. I'm gonna reserve myself. I don't want to be hurt again. It's like, when you say shit like that, when you say shit like, I'm not going to put my best foot forward in the next relationship because this scandalous bitch fucked me over, that's you pretty much saying that a woman has to give you permission to be a man. A woman has to give you permission to function in your masculinity. You feel me? And it's not fair for the next woman because the last woman fucked you over. When you get in a new situation and a new, you know, not before you get into the new situation, when you meet a woman, you have to do your scouting report to see if this woman is even worth you breaking the bank or even worth your time and energy and your results. If she's worthy for you to give her what you had built, what you had worked for. If she's worthy of you sharing the fruits of your labor. And that's why you have to get to know a woman first instead of going head first in a relationship, no pun intended, even if that's head first in a pussy, the upper head and the bottom head. So even before you decide to, you know, function in your manhood by being a producer, being a provider, being a protector, you got to see if this woman is worthy of your benefits, of being with you, because you're a high caliber man. You feel me? And it's like when you meet a woman, it's like you need a scouting report, because how are you going to know how to deal with this chick or to see if this woman is worthy of your time, energy, money, and effort if she ain't shit? I don't care how good she looks. You built the table or you are the table. What can she do? Do she have cultivation skills? Could she help you maintain what you built? If she's a hustler herself, do she have common sense? Is she savvy enough to give you ideas of how to build, how to add on to what you built? For an example, like, you know, I was talking to this chick, right? We were just having a discussion, and I was telling her that I couldn't attend an event because I had a speaking engagement. You know, she had asked me, was I going to a certain event? And I said, no, I got a speaking engagement. So I wouldn't be able to attend. You know, I wouldn't be able to attend the events. And there was 2 events going on that same weekend. And she was like, well, you know, why won't you print out bookmarks and have people, you know, distribute the bookmarks at the events when you're not there? While you're doing something else, people can still work for you. You don't have to be everywhere to get things done. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that. And you would think, you know, just because I'm an entrepreneur and, you know, I'm a go-getter, you would think that I would have thought of that. But what she had done, what she had suggested to me is a prime example of how a woman will assist you. You know, how she would help you build or add on to what you had already built. You know, for every problem, there's a solution. So she gave me the solution to an issue, to a problem. I can't be everywhere at one time. So she was like, well, if you have some people who you cool with and they're cool with you, they would distribute your flyers for you, help you promote your book. Because I have a speaking engagement to promote my book. And she was like, well, during your speaking engagement, you got people, you know, pass out your bookmarks. So she gave me a solution to a problem, to an issue, you know. And as a man, while you're a problem solver, your woman should be a problem solver as well, because nothing is going to get done when you're bitching and complaining. You still got to face the issue even after the whining. So when you talk to a woman, you got to make sure that if she's capable of helping you build, what is it? How she's useful just because she could suck dick good and she could fuck you better than the rest of the bras that you fuck. Just because she know how to sling pussy and she could, you know, make you come on impulse, that doesn't make her wifey material. Just because she got a, you know, beautiful face and a drop dead gorgeous body, she could have an IQ of a cucumber. She got the common sense. She got the common sense of a fucking retard. No disrespect to, like, you know, people who got mental disabilities. When I say retarded, that means, you know, somebody who has slow development. Because there's a lot of people who are considered quote unquote slow. They have gifts that a lot of people don't have. You know, what they may lack in, they have a strength in something else. But that's a whole nother discussion. What I'm pretty much saying is that make sure that your woman is savvy enough to assist you on what you have built. You know, because you're going to get tired of fucking. They're going to make you want to cheat on her. You know? It's like, what's the point? What's the point of having a beautiful woman to look at, or having a chick who you consider a trophy when she can't turn $1 into $50, when she don't know how to flip her money, when she doesn't know how to manage her money? All she gonna do is suck you dry, literally and figuratively, because you don't have a go-getter as a woman. You don't have a hustler. You don't have a problem solver. You just have a bill, a woman who's another bill, and you're paying for pussy. When you with a woman who's not doing shit, you're paying for pussy, because it's not an investment. It's not like you're getting a return on your investment when you have a woman who's business savvy, and she can not only make her own money, but she can also make you money. You feel me? So you really have to vet the woman who you decide to lay with and who you decide to build a future with. Because like I said before, just because on social media, that doesn't mean she's going to cheat on you. You're thinking like a guy who's going to cheat on his woman because he's utilizing his resources, his options, and his accessibility that he have with women. You're thinking like a dude, but a chick, she doesn't want to play the field when she reached a certain point in life. If anything, she's going to tell you who's in her inbox. Either she's going to shut that shit down, either when a dude try to holler at her, when a dude hollers at her and she knows she got something good at home, either she's going to shut that shit down, tell him that, you know, I'm spoken for, or she's going to tell you. You feel me? Or she's going to tell you. But if a chick is going to cheat on you, she's going to cheat on you regardless, whether she's on social media or not, because dick is getting thrown at her all the time as soon as she steps outside the door, especially if she's attractive. She doesn't have to be online to get dick. She could walk outside and 50 motherfuckers going to holler at her. It's up to her to figure out whether she's going to take the bait. But if you're a provider, a protector, and a producer, she's not going to leave a sure thing unless she's a dumb motherfucker, and you wouldn't want to be with her anyway. If anything, if I were you and a chick cheated on me and I'm a resourceful male, or man rather, if I'm a resourceful man who's a provider, protector, and a producer, and I show results, And if she cheats on me, then I'm gonna take my productivity to somewhere else. I'm not gonna boo-hoo and cry about it, because like women, when you become a man of high value, of high caliber, women are like buses in New York City. They're like trains in New York City. If I miss this bus or if I miss this train, another bus and train is gonna come 5-10 minutes later. So you have an abundance of options. So if she cheats on you and fucks you over, I would celebrate if I were you, because that tells you that she wasn't for you anyway. And it's better to know now than later. You feel me? So that's why you got to vet your woman. You know, you got to vet your woman to see if she's worthy enough for you to share what you have built. And once you get a good feel on the woman you're with, when you get an idea of what type of woman she is, then you won't have to worry about whether she's cheating on you on social media, because she's an extension of you. She's the reflection of you. So if you're solid, then she's going to be solid as well, because she's going to follow your lead. And you know, when a woman reaches a certain age, the only time she's going to cheat, if you're not a producer and she practices hypergamy and gets somebody else who's more of a producer than you. That's the only time a woman is going to cheat, when she gets with another producer who's giving her the emotional and mental stability that she needs, you know? And when you're dealing with women, it's all about stability. So if you're giving a woman stability, she's not going to fuck that up over dick, over cock, over a nut, over a one-night stand. You know, if she's a boss lady, she's not going to plot on how to take you 100%. When you give a boss chick your 100%, you don't have to worry about her taking your 100%, because she has her own money. She's just adding on what you built. So if you're like, well, if I put 100% in a relationship instead of going 50-50, then what she's doing is that she's adding on to what you have built. She has her own money. She has her own resources. And not only that, she's going to cultivate your household. She's going to make sure that when you come home from work or when you come home from the grind, you know, she's your peace while you are her rock. She's going to give you the peace of mind. You know, she's going to motivate you. You know, she's going to motivate you, and she's going to come up with some solutions for problems that you may face. Two heads are better than one. So you got to make sure that, you know, not only she gets your dick hard, not only she makes your brain hard, because the mind can go soft. So, you know, not only she makes your dick hard, but she also makes your brain hard. Because when the mind goes soft, you become complacent, you become content. And then you're going to rest on your laurels instead of building on the results that you already have. And then once you get comfortable, then everything that you have built is going to crumble. It's going to go into shambles, because you're complacent. You know, you become a paycheck away from poverty. So it's always in life, it's all about improving to reach the next level. And like I tell a lot of people I know, you know, I'm not going to stop growing and developing until I'm no longer here. You know, I'm always learning new things. You know, I'm a student first. You feel me? So, you know, fellas, you don't have to worry about, you know, should she get off of social media? No, she shouldn't get off of social media. You should not give your woman an ultimatum to get off on social media, because she's going to fuck around whether she's online or not. You feel me? And if you cannot trust your woman as far as you can spit, then you shouldn't be with her in the first place. You dig? And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Not Son, baby. Check out my ebook, You, Me, Us, Them, The Swinger Manifesto. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. Shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. Hit me up with any questions or concerns that you may have. Check out my website at www.notsonblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. And on that note, until next time, peace.